Hi, I'm Kelly Thomas. Welcome to Ingenious Baby. Every week I'll interview leading experts to help you help your child reach their full potential so that your child can become all that they were born to be.
Welcome to this baby.
What is the key to raising a brilliant child? Today we're here with Dr. Kathy Hirsh-Pasek, a psychologist at Temple University and author of more than 14 books, including Becoming Brilliant: What Science Tells Us About Raising Successful Children. She'll tell us what skills our children will need to become successful adults and provide parents with practical tips they can use to help develop them. Kathy, thank you so much for being here.
It is a pleasure.
Why did you write this book now?
I wrote this book now because there is a rift, a huge rift between what we know in the science of learning and what we are doing with our children. And we all want to have kids who are successful and who are bright and who are happy. And yet what we're doing is we're getting so fearful that sometimes we're turning our children into little robots who have to sit and memorize things rather than really getting a love for what learning and social skills are all about.
So what are the skills that they actually need then to be successful?
You will not believe the first one: getting along with other people. Kind of shocking, right?
So everyone focuses on IQ, or being academically smart.
No, exactly. And it turns out that if you don't know how to get along with other people, to build communities, and you don't have the social skills to stop yourself before you do something stupid, that you're not ever going to build the skills that you need to do well in that classroom. Success is not built around the narrow confines of our memorizing our math tables and learning or memorizing our poetry. It's built up from a whole host of skills that are the skills we need in the 21st century to succeed. Collaboration, communication, content's there, but only one. Critical thinking skills, creative innovation, and also the confidence to pull it off. If we want our children to succeed in a world that is filled with information, where you and I read the equivalent of 74 newspapers a day, then we must prepare them to learn and to love learning. And these are not soft skills. They're the foundation for all learning that will come through a lifetime.
A big part of your book is to get parents or people caring for the children to kind of supplement what is going on in school. Is there anything else that you would recommend for that preschool age they should be doing to help outside of school, other than?
Well, I think the outside of school is actually really important, and we don't give it enough credit. 20% of a child's waking time is in school. That means 80% of their waking time is out of school. Now, I want us to think about that. 80% of your child's waking time is out of school. So my question back to parents is, what are we doing with it? And a lot of our parents will answer that they're parking their children in front of apps. And that is a big deal because there are 120,000 so-called educational apps for preschoolers on the market right now.
Wow, 120,000.
Right?
Wow, yeah.
Let's look for a couple good ones. I don't mind Electronic Age. It's pretty cool. But we don't need to park our children. Our children can go in the backyard and they're fine. Yeah, you should watch them. Someone should watch them. But they're going to be fine. They can play with construction toys. Would you believe that playing with blocks, playing with those train sets, and all different sorts today, you have the magnet blocks, you have the wooden blocks, you have the Lego blocks. Would you believe that that's building STEM? Now, we never think about it, but it turns out that and our ability to control ourselves socially together, they control for 78% of what you're going to look like when you enter school in the math domain and STEM domain. Oh my gosh. Are we taking time to tell stories and let our children tell stories? Oh, sometimes they might not be great stories, But even 2-year-olds have something to tell you about their day.
What do you think some of the biggest mistakes that parents make with raising their young children in the early years?
There is one thing I would caution parents about, and I now have this study to also speak to it. And that is that we are sometimes occupied ourselves with the constant text messages that come in, with the constant phone messages that we feel we need to listen to, with the emails that seem to be pounding us and that we're almost addicted to. Our children notice when we aren't looking in their eyes, and they don't get as much from us.
For more information about your research and work, where can people go?
Well, that's a great question. So we have a Twitter account, which is Kathy, Kathy, and Ro 1. And we do tweet out the latest research when we find it from all over, so parents can be kept, right up to the last minute of what's happened.